Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. I don't care if you're about as chocolate as me. People don't know, but dark chocolate is good for you. What they do? It is mind, it is the muscle, it's the spirit, motivation. This is a debatable topic. It's a relatable topic. It's about being real, authentic, or being a robot, being publicly correct, being or showing a professionalism that really isn't you. Listen, as far as appearance, I don't care if you have freckles on your face as much, if not more, than the night sky. Wear those freckles, okay? Wear them. Wear them with confidence. Wear them with pride. And hell, I don't care if you have yellow teeth or no teeth. Smile. The point of it all is, as far as appearance goes, you can be a professionalism but not look like it. So I know that as far as athletes go, it's always debatable of how they should dress and how they should look and even how they should act. Listen, I can wear a suit and tie and still be my authentic self. What I wear is not going to change how I act. Like this is not going to change how I act. And you can do the complete opposite. You know, you can look a certain way, but you can be professional. I feel my most confident wearing a do-rag, wearing gym shorts, wearing cut-off sleeve shirts. That's when I'm most authentic because that's always been me. But why can't I give you the best of both worlds? You know, why can't I do that and also wear this? You know, we as people, we're so quick to tell one another what we should or shouldn't do. You should worry about yourself first and foremost. But I just don't, first off, I don't care. You know, if you're able to do what you're able to do, it shouldn't matter what you wear or how you dress or even how you should act. Well, let me take that back. As far as how you should act, I do believe that you should have limitations on how far you go. Only you know yourself. So if you know you're going to be a certain way, if you're going to act a certain way in certain positions, in certain places, you should probably limit yourself from being there and how long and how much. And even right now, if you stutter your ass off. I'm telling you, this is for my youngins out there. Again, with the freckles, with the dark chocolate, with the teeth. As far as how you look, don't put yourself down. I don't care if somebody is doing what you do, but they're looking the position. You just keep doing you. And if you want to look the position, hey, no harm, no foul. But as far as what you can do and what you can wear, don't let that be so much of a stress factor. Because again, as long as you can go out there and do what you need to do, that's all that matters. Because let me tell you something. As far as professionalism, hard work, it can't be cheated, it can't be depleted, and nor can it be deleted. So as long as you go out there and do what you need to do, that's professionalism right there, period. Now, I wanna add in, be authentic or be a robot. And I say be a robot because there was a debate on Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum, right? I'm gonna go ahead and ride off of what was already said. Anthony Edwards, he's authentic. You know, you won't find him wearing those suits. He's gonna wear his sponsored Adidas. You know, he's gonna wear what he wears. And Jason Tatum, you know, he's kind of kept to himself. You know, you won't see him. I guess when you're quiet and when you're well kept, when you keep yourself in a professional manner, it's boring to people, obviously, because that's why what's being said is being said. Anthony Edwards, he's going to say what he wants. Hell, he might even curse you out. He's going to call out people, and you just don't see Jason Tatum doing that. So it's more appealing and it's more intriguing when you have the Anthony Edwards factor opposed to the Jason Tatum factor, right? But I guess that's what we are now coming to, because if you just look at Jason Tatum's aura and how he carries himself, it's what's always been there, opposed to Anthony Edwards, somebody who is young. I mean, they're both young, but you know, he's going to call people out. He's going to tell you how he feels. That's what's now coming up. And I'm not saying Jason Tatum is being a robot. I'm not saying that at all. But I do know that some people fall underneath that trap of having to shy away from themselves in the public eye. I'm not going to always be publicly correct. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I just don't care. But I'm going to always show public respect. And I'm not saying either one of them are doing the opposite. But as far as professionalism and being authentic, I'm just going to be me regardless, because I don't have the energy, nor do I have the knowledge to be anything else. I don't have the knowledge in speaking with a correct manner, and I don't think I need it. And I don't have the brain capacity to try to search how I should be, what I shouldn't be. That's what I'm talking about. We fall underneath the trap. I will never fall underneath the trap, because I won't have a career that will cause me to do so. And even if I did, I've always been me. I've always been me, because I don't know how to be anything else. So what I'm saying is, if you're someone in the public eye, and if you're someone that's heading to the public eye, always be yourself. Like I said, if you do carry yourself in a professionalism type of manner, don't cause it to make you become something that you're not. Because like I said, I can wear a button-up shirt and I still will talk the same way I talk, and I will still act the same way that I act. Like I said, it's all about being publicly respectful. Because I can tell you right now, I'm heading to church. And you know, I'm not about to wear gym shorts, cut off sleeve shirt to church. Now, if you have to, you have to. There's no judgment there. But like I said, it all depends on the situation and what you're doing or what you're fixing to do. But don't allow social media, don't allow people to make you become something that you're not. Because it all starts up here. Now, once it's up here, it's going to be hard to get rid of. You're going to be finding yourself wearing stuff that you don't wear, doing stuff that you don't do, hell, talking a certain way that you don't talk. It's just not something that I see myself falling into the trap of, because I've never been a follower in that manner. I'm going to always do the complete opposite of what other people are doing, always. I don't like to follow trends. You know, I don't like to be viral. You know, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk, and I'm going to do and show whatever it is that I want to do, or whatever it is that I want to show. That's me. That's always been me. So let that simmer. Let that simmer a little bit on your mind, because professionalism is, I think it's a disease. I really do. Because what's labeled as professionalism, like I said, it can cause you to look in the mirror and not even recognize yourself anymore, because now you're just turning every day, you're turning more and more into something that you're not, because you're trying to be professional. So Anthony Edwards, I salute you. I don't know if you'll ever see this video. I doubt it, but I salute you and just remaining your true, authentic self. And Jason Tatum, look, I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not. But Anthony Edwards, he's the hot topic now because, again, he's saying whatever he wants to say. He's calling people out. And I think he enjoys being in the public eye. But that public eye isn't making him become something that he doesn't, recognize. Let me say that again. Don't let that go over your head now. The public eye isn't causing him to become something that he doesn't recognize. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking nothing away from Jason Tatum. As a matter of fact, this video isn't even about neither one of them, but they're two of the best examples that I can give. Now, what's being authentic to you? I don't know. Whatever that is, only you know. But I know some people with their true authentic self, they will be said they shouldn't be. But again, that's when it reverts back to people saying what you should or shouldn't be. And I just don't think he's hearing that. And that's why I salute him so much. And everybody and anybody, I salute them so much. I can even revert back to Tupac. He didn't fall into the trap. Things just started happening to him that just messed up his head and his mind. But at the end of the day, he always remained himself. And I'm not saying it messed up his mind, but it was just certain things happening to him that he didn't ask for. But at the end of the day, he was always himself. And that's why I can relate with him so much. That's why I can relate to people who will wear what other people say they shouldn't wear or do what other people say they shouldn't do. I relate with them so much because that's the type of mentality that I want to forever and always have. Because who are people to say what you should or shouldn't be, should or shouldn't wear? Who are they? I don't care if you're the CEO of everything. What's professional to you is you, and it's your opinion. It's your critical judgment, whatever you want to call it. But again, whatever type of professional career or anything that I have, as long as I'm going out there taking care of business, and as long as, a person isn't harming or affecting somebody else when it comes to doing what they do, let them be. Let them be themselves. Let them be authentic, because that's what people want. Being true and authentic is winning nowadays. Obviously, it has to be truthful in some way, because I just told you what I told you. And that's something that everybody knows. It's not something that I made up. People want true authenticity. That's why it's winning on YouTube. People just want other authentic people out there that they can relate with. When you carry yourself professional all the damn time, you're going to be seen as something that you're not. But we as people, we want to know that you can relate and do the same thing that we do. These athletes and these actors, they need to be more authentic, because everybody can smile on the camera. Everybody can look their best selves underneath the camera. Let's see how you are when you're not underneath the scope. I want to hear you cuss sometimes. I want to know that you get frustrated and you get tempted like everybody else. Being a saint is just, I don't want to say it's played out, but anybody can be one when they have to be one. But can you be yourself all the time? Some people are scared to do that. Some people are scared to be themselves just because of what other people may say. That's not what I'm about. So don't be controlled. Don't fall underneath the trap. Just be you, because there's somebody out there that's just like you. If you're not you, then how are you going to know the right people? How are you going to know you have the right people in your life? Because you're just going to attract people that you really don't want, you're going to attract people that you really can't even relate to or with. But when you're your true authentic self, those right people are going to come along, and you're going to have the life that you truly want, because you're truly being you. And that's what we as people got to do. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Like, subscribe, share. Let's keep this consistency going. Let's keep growing. Let's build a community. Let's build a nation of people who want to grow together forever. Until next time, hey, we out.